Hey, for lack of a better word, I'm back. Hey, everybody. Good morning. It's the Diva D. It was Friday, so it's time for the Friday rant. And let me tell you, I'm going to preface this by saying a vaccine affects different people different ways, right? So, my personal experience was really interesting. And I think it's due to the fact that I grew up on an island and I didn't encounter any of the childhood illnesses that you have in the United States, like measles, mumps, chickenpox, things like that. So, and I never took a flu vaccine in my life. So imagine none of that. And then all of a sudden introduced into your body this. Let me tell you, it took me down. Like I said, I'm going to say once again, it may not affect everybody the same way, but that thing took me down. I'm telling you, I never experienced a level of fatigue and dehydration like that in my entire life. You know how it take. You even start saying, "Let me contemplate writing down some things just in case I don't make it through." Or I was at the point where it took me 30 minutes to make a cup of coffee. At 30 minutes, and it was instant coffee too. I was like, Lord, get me through. But again, God is faithful. So I was able to make it through that. But that took me down. Look, it was scary. It was scary how that worked for me. But on the plus side, I'm telling you, I received the best letter, I think, in all these years of teaching, 2 decades. This is the best sub letter ever. The sub was like, "I love your kids. They're organized. They're on track. They're doing their work. They said we better get this done before she come back." She was like, the one thing they miss most, of course, is the snacks. I mean, they told it, and I'm so proud of them. So I want to give them a personal shout out. Okay, so anyway, moving on, right? So in the midst of my vaccine haze, I was able to catch a couple hours of the George Floyd trial and what Derek Chauvin trial. And I'm gonna tell you like this: in this country, this is the only. I truly feel this is one of the countries where you could have hours of video testimony, hours of people testifying of different people of different races, even a condemning by the chief of police, and people still casting doubt. I'm afraid if this thing don't go in the right direction, boy, because at some point in time, some of y'all got to take the fall too. Not like, we've been taking the fall, whether we guilty or innocent, but can some of y'all take the fall and actually take responsibility and ownership for your actions? But it's too much like right. And speaking of too much like right, okay, so now Hillsborough County getting ready to slice 1,000 jobs. Once again, if we under new leadership, new management, whatever we call it like that, right? Let's make wise decisions and make those decisions about the children. And if you take away every single thing else and just say this is about the children, we wouldn't be focusing on thousands and thousands of dollars of salaries, people who buying unnecessary programs, all this other stuff, purchasing vehicles, all these things that don't apply to the children. And what I mean by programs, let's be real. Let's focus on human capital. Where are the people? We want to cut everybody, but we're not realizing the children need resources. The children need people to help them. A program is one thing, but there's no human connection. You can get more human connection with kids if you're able to give them that background knowledge that say, okay, well, this experience happened to me. What happened to you? And now we can connect it back to the text. But no, we're going to buy programs and slap them on programs and think they're going to understand, especially stuff that they have no connection with. But like I said, that's actually too much like right. So I don't know. That's my thought process. But I'm always going to wrap it up with education. So, because I ain't trying to be here too long. Listen, this is the month of April. Next month is the month of May and school is over. We're going to take those exams a little early. But please explain to your children, parents, grandparents, aunties, uncles, everybody, right? We're still in school. School has not stopped. The educational process has not stopped. This is not the time for kids to chill. You got some kids now getting to the point where my only role is the class clown. No, dude, that's not your role. Your role is to still be here to learn because by my calculations, you're still in 6th grade. You got a couple more years to go before you say, okay, I'm grown and I can do what I need to do. So we're not going to have a back and forth. We're not going to argue. We're not going to do none of that. It's just one person in this class that run the class, and that would be the educator. And keep it in mind, let me tell you, I want to give a shout out to my own personal principal. Let me tell you something. I like when people say, we're going in a direction that's going to be a positive, moving forward direction. So if you don't want to be on the ship, there's a port over there for you to stop off at. I love it because my thing is this: for all those who don't come to work and don't do what they're supposed to do, why don't you try something else? Because if you're not here about the kids, again, it always go back to the kids. If you're not here about the kids, partner, you're on. Go someplace and find someplace to be. We lubricate. That's all I really got to have. I ain't being here and stressing people out, nothing like that. But anyway, I'm just glad to be back. Hey, y'all. It's the Diva D. No one like me with the Friday rant. Rise against negative tactics, rise against negative thoughts, and rise against negativity today. Y'all have a blessed day. Bye.